Hey, what's going on, YouTube? Welcome to my first ever Let's Play. Depending on if I get a decent amount of views, I'll keep doing this. It's my very first Let's Play for Dragon's Dogma, for a game I've never played. And I'm doing this commentary after playing because I kind of wanted to focus on learning the mechanics, paying attention to what's going on, so I'm not clueless for the rest of the playthrough. I had played the demo, and I didn't like the demo. That was when it initially came out. But this was a free download on PlayStation Plus, and it's the Dark Arisen version. So I heard a lot of good things about it. I love Dark Souls a lot, and I wanted a more similar game. So I decided to give this a shot. And you'll see me struggle with the controls. Like I kept pressing R1, R2 to attack because I'm still in Dark Souls mode.
We near our journey's end, the final station of our long struggle.
So I'm liking it so far. I haven't experienced too much of it.
It shows itself. Mind the edge, Master. Come. Avoid the certain death. This way. Goblins! Even in numbers, a weakling is a weakling. Now, attack! Follow me, Arisen. 'Tis not defeat to flee from battle, Master. 'Tis survival. A gateway to the rift. Here. Arisen. Watch your step.
They hit you with a lot at the very beginning. The pawn system, the general game mechanics.
Our kind is ever ready to fight by the grace of your guidance.
I couldn't figure out how to run.
There may be aught here. Let me see.
Here I am trying out the pawn commands, which I'm sure I'll forget when I actually need them.
We cannot suffer the world.
In numbers, a weakling is a weakling still. Take my fire!
I was looking for a way to lock on, and I don't know how to do that yet. Or if it's not even an available option. I'm gonna record some later today and find out. It's not bad without the lock on, but it'd be odd if it didn't have that.
Was the feet of countless pilgrims first beat down his road to the temple?
I fear the whole of the vanguard has been slaughtered. I feel it close by, Arisen. Stay ever ready as we advance. Are there no other survivors? Come, Master!
So here's our first encounter with a big boss type enemy. Yeah, like here's when I really wish I knew how to lock on with the flying enemies. So I guess holding L2 gives you shield moves, and R2 gives you a variation on your sword attacks.
This way. Even in numbers, a weakling is a weakling still. A fallen goblin is an easy mark.
You're on my team.
Even in numbers, a weakling is a weakling still.
There, Master! Snow Harpies!
Anytime.
I have it!
I'll draw its attention.
Take my fire!
I was trying to figure out what was going on here.
Cannot suffer the word. Survivors, let's join them.
So I guess the pawns can cast buffs on my sword, which is really cool. I think right now I have a fire buff on my sword,
Our goal is ahead.
and it actually lasts a decent amount of time.
Leave it to me.
Arisen! This way, sir!
The worm awaits beyond, sir. I should be proud to guide
Feel
you.
it close by, Arisen.
We've
Stay
hidden
ever
away
ready as we
here
advance.
for fear of the beasts all around.
Arisen! This way, sir!
We cannot
Our
suffer
army
the
is
or any
routed.
further atrocities.
It is plain truth. Beyond that grand door, the dragon makes its roost.
I feel it close by. Stay ever
Here, I'm
ready.
trying out the varied L2 and R2 modifiers.
I'll take care of it.
Lovely foe!
Off to a good start. I'm still trying to figure out the stamina meter, because swinging your sword, holding your shield doesn't affect stamina, running does.
Now, focus your attack!
So, at least I don't think it does. Yeah, see, I'm swinging there and it's regenerating.
Steal it, monster! Silence! Now!
The lion would matter while it's not.
Poor Chimera.
No, they hold the advantage!
Attack while I hold it!
all right, Master? I'll mount the beast in hot.
Oh, I'm killing a chimera. What are you doing?
Now choose, flee, or step forth. Take hold of what lies beyond. Claim mastery over the eternal ring.
So that was a cool cinematic sequence. Here's the character builder. I'm not gonna. I sat and played with this for way too long, so I cut out. I cut out most of what I was doing. I left this in just for kicks, because why not? But yeah, you can go in. You can mess with almost every aspect, and I actually I don't like the final way my character looks, and I'm debating on starting again and just sticking with the default, because I mess with the nose, I mess with eyebrows, the hair. So I cut most of it out because I didn't want to waste time to make the video. I ended up recording about over an hour's worth, and a lot of it was sitting through menus, loading screens.
Keep up. Wait, there.
Character customization. So there he is. I didn't realize how much I'd be staring at dude's face. Because I figure, usually when you spend so much time building a character, you never really see him. Anyways, it scares me away. I should have just left it with the default black. I give him some scars.
Hear ye, hear ye! The prophets have spoken, friends. The dragon's return is nigh. Join the honourable Duke's ranks and help us be rid of the fell beast. The day's come to lay down rod and reel and take up the sword.
It's the dragon! Get to the boat! Quickly! Go! Pick up fire!
Misquirite. Accurata de Dio mi esqualuta junto la Nestesta, Nesti, mi escurate et malaga. Take up arms, newly arisen.
Alright, so here we are, finally. The actual beginning of the game. Although I heard that once you get off the island, something about you're on an island. The game doesn't start till you reach the mainland. I don't know. But for a second there, when I started here, here's a little more customization. I almost went with Strider, just because I like the armor on the Strider better. This armor's ugly. I really don't like it. Yeah, that looks so much better to me. I wonder if it's like it really channels you. Like if you pick a fighter, can you still use bows and magic, or is it like you have to pick a mage to use casting? Like I would have gone with the Strider just for the general aesthetics. It's because it, like, you know, in some games it doesn't matter. Like you start out with the starting class and then you start out with a warrior and end up being like a cleric mage or something. I don't know. So I don't know if that
the horror of it.
is an option here. Yeah, I just went with the fighter. Pure melee based. As I'm walking around and I'm exploring, I'm seeing that you can pick up a lot of stuff in it. I was starting to dread the idea of being able to interact and pick up and take so much stuff, because that's how I played Skyrim. I ended up accumulating a ridiculous amount of cheese wheels and bread and jars, and I constantly had to just drop stuff, and it really slowed down progress to the point where I stopped playing Skyrim. I played a lot of it. I did a lot, but I never finished it.
What?
My chest ended up having an ungodly amount of random items. I don't think that's the case here as much.
You say it left a glowing scar?
Yes. The wound has closed, and it seems the worst has passed, but his heart lies silent.
If you would face me. You are sure of this?
Yes.
Ill magic, the work of some curse. The whole world's already gone mad for fear of this dragon. Won't no good come of this. I must go see to the others, Kina. Tell me if aught changes here.
All right.
I'm guessing that's the love of my life. Quest completed. Walk out of the room.
You should be abed. I wish you would not strain yourself so. I'm worried for you, cuz.
I think the developers came up with this original dialect. They speak a little strange. Take a broom, yeah, why not? Oh, bucket. Definitely need a broom. See, that's what I mean. I end up taking stuff just because I'm like, oh, what if I need this for something later? What if I need 200 cheese wheels? I'm assuming all the plants are like herbal, healing, magic, buff items. So I'm just, if I see berries and all that stuff, I'm gonna take it. This to me, this reminds me of PS2. This reminds me of Final Fantasy 12 when I saw this. Really low res textures, no people. For the first thing that you, or the first vista that you see when you step out of there, I should have made it a little better looking. Regardless, we're not going to focus on graphics. Or maybe I just noticed it because I've been gaming on PS4 for a few days now. And like I said, I look at Battlefield 4 on a 360 and I just like cringe. Dark Souls still looks really great though.
Perhaps we're being punished for some ill?
Any shortcomings there? Probably biased. I like that he runs fast because I think there's a lot of traveling. I heard that was the complaint of this game, that you do a lot of traveling by foot. That's how I need to get around. Through giant black wormholes. Interdimensional wormholes.
That man you were speaking with, he's of the Pawn Legion. They come from some unknown place, just appear without a warning. Not human, quite. They look the part, sure enough, but they have no capacity to feel nor act alone, so they live as sellswords. Myrmidons, they're called. There's an encampment west of the... I'd wager a fair number of his kind will be there as well. Why don't you take him? Might be you learn aught of why he came to you in the first place.
Before leaving, visit the store to make sure you've ample supplies.
Sorry, I have a bad habit of reading instead of listening, so I usually read before I even bother listening to what they're saying. I absorb it better that way. So if you see me, or if you notice I'm cutting the dialogue short, that's because I'm reading it instead of listening.
What? Do you need?
For example.
Why do you suppose the well is sealed?
Do some quick exploring. Check out where I am before I head out. See if there's any loot or items I can find useful. I'm surprised there wasn't a merchant in here. I thought there'd be. Just gonna take stuff. Carrots, yeah. When setting out to kill dragons, carrots are vital. I missed an herb there. I was surprised to find no NPCs in the buildings. An apple. I knew I was going to be able to take it as soon as I saw it. So I guess this is a side quest.
I'd craft dressings for the wounded, had I the makings. If only I'd know. Cuz I need a favor. Can you fetch... I need more of the one you see there. And one other sort beside. The more you can find, the...
Yeah, I hope that doesn't annoy you. With me, you know, me cutting the dialogue.
The wounded need medicine, cousin. The mixture calls for 2 types of flowers. I ask you this favor because I trust you, good fisher.
Something I'm gonna try to do is not drift off the main quest too much, because that's what I did in Skyrim, like I said, and it ended up spoiling the game. I want to get through the main quest efficiently and as directly, I guess, as possible. So I'll do some side quests if I feel they're worth it. I don't really have any criteria as far as what I deem worthy, and whatever feels like I should. This is interesting. I was testing out to see if you could swim, and apparently you can't. At least not yet. The brine. I was trying to see what was gonna get me there. It just seems to be this red fog thing.
Hail! There's talk of monsters emerging from the shallows all along the shore.
I just
Nasty
saw.
things too.
Yep.
The brine, they call them. It seems this brine can be bested what's more. Not to do, but avoid.
Got it. Can you tell me that before I almost got murked? All those fish, I can't take them.
Do you suppose this dried fish keeps long?
No matter, we can't take it. Take fresh fish though. So I guess, can you run infinitely? Interesting. You can swing your sword infinitely? I mean, stamina definitely takes. I almost missed that test there.
Seems a fine spot.
Oh, I did miss the test. It kind of just blends into the rest. And that, I was like, whoa, empty bottle. That's Zelda. I can put stuff in this. Catch fairies. If it weren't for that bottle, I would have missed. It kind of clicked in my head, like, oh, I can interact with stuff. Courage. Triforce right there. Triforce shard. Piece of courage for Link. This is very Zelda-ish. Not a bad thing.
Take care you aren't soaked in water!
Will do. Into the hole. I was trying to see how far I can go out. And reading that. Brine. So there's our first death. Killed by water.
Ah, Master, you're back!
The most dangerous enemy in the game so far. Because the goblins we encountered, piece of cake. Not water though.
Hail!
The sea appears calm at least. It seems the dragon left many injured.
Gathering ingredients, eh?
Sure am. Cool.
You often see those flowers growing at the roots of bigger trees. Not that I'm fain to brave the roads these days. Just see you're not injured yourself, good fisher.
Got it.
Up to your old mischief, Minnow. We all know the faith can keep their prophecies.
Alright. Alright, City, I'm leaving.
Fate mocks me. I thought to run, even made a start of it. Get you.
Oh, I thought that was love interest of my character. So never mind. Take it back.
Do you suppose this dried fish keeps long?
To the encampment. This path should see us there.
I'll take that. I got it. I'm gonna stop. I love exploring. I love. Oh yeah. My first official kill. Killed by water. Killed a rabbit. Second.
Careful! A goblin!
There we go.
Vanquishing foes earns you experience, discipline,
Should've gotten less flowers.
I grant you fire's blaze! Careful! A goblin!
I might go back and pick those flowers and give it to her. Take oil.
morning, afternoon, night. Each leg of the day bears its own discoveries.
I'm still not sure what he's doing there, or what that does. Maybe he's buffing my sword.
Beast!
Poor guy. Level up. Herbs.
Careful! A goblin! Strength in numbers.
I like the combat. Like you can hit them if they fall on the ground. There's no invincibility frame. It's very, I guess, fluid and consistent. I hate it when there's like invincibility frames on enemies. You know, just because they fall, or it doesn't seem to be the case here.
The peddler is outmatched. Shall we lend a hand?
It's too late for him. frustrating on falling down there. The water does that. See that? I should have just ran through, but I gotta stop by and check everything out. So once again, I'm gonna try to do not so much of this, more of the core. I'd say I'll do like 70%, 75% main quest, and then 25 exploring and side quest. That'll be my focus. I want to get out of that style of playing where I'm gonna look in every single corner, pick up every single item. Because it really impedes the progress of the game, and I'll never finish the playthrough if I do that. I want to experience the game fully, and then go back
too long and your
to the
chance to
second
complete a
playthrough,
quest might disappear.
and then maybe do a little more of that.
You'll find ore, plants, and other materials at harvest points.
This road will have us to the encampment ere much longer.
Chests off hold articles and treasures of great value.
Alright, so we made it to, I guess, the next town. And this is kind of where I'm gonna wrap it up for the first video.
We've arrived, Master.
I'm liking it so far. It's a lot of fun. It's interesting. I like the mechanics.
To the best of my knowledge,
Can you hear our
we're a
voice?
Riftstone, if memory serves.
And yeah, catch me back on the next one. I'm gonna keep doing this for a while. This game is looking to be a lot of fun. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on part 2. Later.